doing? I'm kind of stalling because I'm waiting to connect all of our platforms this morning. We're expanding our outreach, and it's good to be on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and on Instagram this morning. And hopefully soon we'll figure out all the remaining platforms like TikTok and X, and I know I'm leaving one or two or three out there. But glad to have you here this morning. How you doing? Welcome. Hope you had a good weekend. Welcome to not spring, but the change of time is kind of that precursor. It's almost like when you get to Thanksgiving. Christmas is right around the corner. It's kind of the same thing with the change of time. So really excited to be closer to spring, and that's what I want to talk to you about this morning. But first of all, just a quick reminder: I do this every weekday at this time, and the reason for it is to share with you a tip, trick, strategy, some motivation, something to help move you closer toward your voiceover goal. So I hope you'll make it a point to join me again every weekday at this time. And one of the cool things that I enjoy about this is that it's just the beginning of the conversation. We continue it in my free voiceover community. Have you joined? If not, it's school.com/VoFlow. School.com/VoFlow. Take a moment and make sure you get joined today. Again, it doesn't cost you a penny, and it's a chance for us to hang out and continue to discuss the issues and things that we're excited about, the things that maybe are holding you back, and you can begin to share your journey with a bunch of other people who are interested in what you're doing. And it's good to see you guys checking in on the live chat this morning. If you haven't yet, make sure you share your name and where you're watching or listening from this morning. And I'm working off of a new platform today, so everything in front of me is different. So if I seem a little like a deer in the headlights, I'm kind of learning. It reminds me when I first got into radio, and you're sitting behind the console and you've got all of these buttons. And even if you've been in radio and you go to another radio station and it's a different setup, that's kind of what I'm dealing with here this morning. But nonetheless, really excited to do this because it's allowing us to do some things that we weren't able to do before. So again, excited to be doing this, and I'm really excited that you're here. So spring forward, have you been thinking about what lies ahead over the next few months? I mean, aside from vacation, aside from working on your tan, aside from maybe hitting the beach and doing the things that we all love to do during the summertime, have you thought about your voiceover business and what it's going to look like come June, July, and August? Do you remember Newton's third law of motion? Can you remember back that far? Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And that's just as true in marketing and growing a business as it is in anything else. Voiceover, like many other businesses, is a kind of business where you don't see the immediate reaction. And I think that might be part of the challenge in growing a voiceover business. It's like if you're a carpenter, you've got a hammer, and your hammer hits that nail, you are immediately going to see that nail start to be driven into the wood. Every action causes an equal and opposite reaction. If you're hitting it, you can see the nail going further and further, immediate feedback. That's not the way voiceover works, though. I mean, the principle's still the same, but there's a time lag, there's a gap. So when your hammer strikes, meaning your marketing, it's rare that you're going to see an immediate response. I mean, it does happen. I've reached out to people who say, hey, great timing. I've got this project I could really use you for. That's the exception, not the rule. Usually what happens is we market, and then there apparently is nothing. When I say apparently, meaning we can't see what's going on the other side of the curtain. All we can do is do what we do, right? Whether it's making phone calls, sending emails, whatever the case is. We send it out, and we hope and we pray that, things are going to go okay. But what happens eventually, if you're consistent and you do the things that you're supposed to do as a marketer, and we talk about this, I talk about it all the time on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed to that, make sure you check it out and get a little bit more of the background on this if you're new to it. But what happens usually in voiceover marketing is we market, we strike the nail. The nail doesn't move, at least nothing that we can see immediately. And then eventually, and it usually is a matter of months, typically not hours, not even days, sometimes maybe in weeks, but it usually is a matter of months because it's all about timing when the client needs someone. And so if you're somebody who has to have immediate feedback, this is going to be a bit of a challenge for you. It's not that nothing's happening when you're marketing. It's just that you don't see what's happening in the background until somebody finally responds and reaches out to you. And when that happens, then you see the reaction. But you see, there could be a 2-3 month gap. I've had situations where it's literally been the biggest job of my life, which was the Chevrolet Find New Roads deal that I did for them, where I was the global signature voice for the brand. That client took 4 years before I ever got my first job with them. Now, that's the exception, not the rule. It typically doesn't take that long. But my point is, if you want to have a rockin' voiceover summer, if you want things to be happening in your voiceover business, you've got to strike the hammer now, and you've got to begin the marketing now. Now, I'm not going to go off on my big spiel about direct marketing, at least not a whole lot, just for a brief moment. But in case you're not aware, I'm really all in on direct marketing. Not that I've given up on other types of marketing, but the thing is, I think it's, in my experience, it's becoming more difficult to rely on platforms because they change so frequently. Algorithms change. Just when you figure out how to maximize being on this platform or this online platform, then the algorithm change. And it's like going back and starting over from scratch. The one thing I was listening to a true marketing guru this weekend talk about this, and I think it's so true, and that is direct marketing. The kind of marketing, phone calls, postcards, email. You're going to hear some folks within the voiceover community say, you know what, that is so outdated. You've got to be on social media. You've got to be doing this, and you've got to be doing that. And there's nothing wrong with being on social media, and there's nothing wrong with doing this and doing that. But traditional direct marketing was going on long before you and I were around successfully. It's still going on right now successfully. And it will be a successful way of marketing when we're long gone. Directly reaching out to another human being will always be an effective form of marketing if you know how to do it and you do it consistently. And so that's what I am more than anything else these days advocating, because we can't control what Voice123 or voices.com is going to do next, or what this platform is going to, we don't know, but we can control what we do with direct marketing. And for those of you who struggle with it, and you want to get a peek behind the curtain and see what happens while you're marketing, that's why we built VoFlow, for the ability to know when somebody you've reached out to is actually visiting your website, when they're listening to your demos, that the platform knows that and communicates that, and that we have these automation triggers which send out messaging so that we're hitting people at the right time. So if you feel like you need help kind of connecting the dots and you need a real marketing partner, I just want to encourage you to take a second to check out VoFlow.io, VoFlow.io. Seems like there was something very important I wanted to say. What was it? I'm looking at all these buttons in front of me. My mind's kind of spinning in circles, and I'm trying to make sure that I've done everything that I need. Okay, I think I clicked all the right buttons. I think I know what it is. I haven't checked in with my my folks on live chat this morning. That's what it is. That's a whole other button I've got to press. Here we go. In a couple of days, I'll have this down cold. Let's see. We've got Katavira checking in. Good morning. Hey, Jason, how are you doing? Good to see you checking in from Kearney, Nebraska. Sandra in sunny London, Ontario. A little pre-taste of spring. Cindy, what's going on with you? Sheila, good to see you in Chicago. John in Denver. Marie in Texas. We've got Ron in Grand Haven, Michigan. Gwen in Atlanta. Good to see you, Gwen. GS, thank you for checking in. Longview, Washington. Let's see here. Dave, Knoxville. Good morning. Galen, Chicago. Hey, Corey, what's happening in Whitehall, Wisconsin? Nick in New York. Oops, let's see here. It's moving. The stream is moving on me. Let me back up here. Okay. And for those of you with questions, I'm not trying to ignore you or blow you off, but we set that aside. Really, Friday's our Q&A, so bring your questions on Friday, and I'll make sure I answer as many of those as I possibly can. Or better yet, join my free voiceover community, school.com/voiceover. skool.com/VoFlow, where, again, there are hundreds of others who are on the same path that you are, and where we can talk together and get you some good feedback on that. Rusty in the UP of Michigan, the Upper Peninsula, for those not informed, encouraging everybody to give the stream a thumbs up today. Thank you. Jim in Memphis, what's up? We've got, let's see here, Falston, Maryland. Good to see you. Joe, what's up in the UK? Encouraging everybody to give the video a thumbs up. Hit the like button. Thank you so much. And let's see, we got Jeremy on Instagram. What's up, Jeremy? Oh, a student of mine from many, many years ago, and comrade in arms when it comes to radio. We had got some good memories together, don't we, Jeremy? Hey, Mark, what's up? Shy Dude is in the room here. We've got Harper. How are you doing? Hey, guys, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Again, where are you going to be this summer? Where's your voiceover business going to be? Are you prepared? Are you ready to start? Whatever you do today will begin to show itself in a couple of months. So if you want to be rocking and rolling when it comes to your voiceover career and business this summer, now is the time to hunker down and start doing the work. And if you need help with that, again, just check out VoFlow.io. All right, guys, we'll talk to you